Right, good evening, one and all. It is Tuesday evening. What a fantastic day weather-wise. It's been brilliant. Windy again. It's been windy. That wind just takes the edge off it again. So it was better today than it was yesterday, but then I looked for the rest of the week and it's going to be windy for the rest of the week. So I thought, oh no. So as sunny as it is, that wind really takes the edge off it. It was lovely at work. I opened all the workshop doors up this morning and the sun was coming through the doors and the wind didn't really matter much. But in the afternoon, the wind moved around, the sun moved around and we ended up in the shade at the back of the garage and it was really cold, guys. I had to shut the doors again, I got cold. Extremely busy day at work, all on my own, so I didn't have any help. I did loads of jobs and there was loads of jobs I just couldn't get round to. They just overbooked me big time. There was enough work there for 2, maybe 3 people, but I managed to do what I did. There's work, we've had to carry work over till tomorrow because there was just so much. I was told by the service manager that they'd got the next 2 days were going to be lighter, but I think with this work being carried over, that's not going to happen. I think it's going to be just as busy for the rest of the week. But at least it's all downhill from now on. We broke the back of it and we're on the way down, thank goodness. Right, something I need to talk about, guys. And this is in, there was lots of people making comments about the pigeon fiasco. I call it Pigeon Gate. The pigeon mentioned was attacked by my little Sooty. Now Sooty is a terrier. He hunts rats, that's what he does. He picks them up, shakes them, kills them. That's what terriers were bred for. He's very quick and very sharp. He has caught 2 pigeons and he's caught 2 pheasants up to date. So he's very quick off the mark and he is quite vicious with it. Now this pigeon unfortunately was in the garden. Sooty saw it and bowled it off its feet before it had a chance to take off. The pigeon was injured, but it survived. And you saw it, well no you didn't see it, I picked it up, I had to pick it up. If I'd left it in the garden, Sooty would have killed it. And I threw it over the fence into my next door neighbour's garden. It wasn't dead, guys. I didn't throw a dead bird over into the neighbour's garden, and it did fly. It flew to the end of her garden, stopped in the end of her garden. So I haven't killed the pigeon. Sooty didn't kill the pigeon. The pigeon was probably a bit less the wear for feathers because there's loads of feathers in my garden, but it survived. So I had a lot of very nasty comments, which I think were uncalled for. So all those who made those comments have now been deleted from my channel. So even if they were going to unsubscribe, doesn't matter. I've taken them off my channel. There's no call for that. I am not a nasty person in any way. If the pigeon had been dead, I would have buried it, guys. If it was walking injured and couldn't fly, I would have done something with it, guys. But I most certainly wouldn't just throw it over into the next door neighbour's garden for the cat to catch. So as far as I know, and I looked over there this morning, there's no sign of the pigeon. So I'm assuming it's flown off. There's no feathers anywhere, so I'm assuming it did fly off. But it did fly across her garden and landed at the top of her garden. So it did survive. So I thought I'd better make that clear. So that's out of the way now, guys. We can forget about that one. We can start on a fresh subject. Right, I've had a message from my son and he would like me to give him a hand on Saturday to do his girlfriend's car. So I've agreed to do that. We've just been messaging just now. So I don't know what time yet. I think he'll probably let me know what time he's going to meet me. So I've got that lined up for this coming Saturday. I messaged Peter this morning. Now Peter's got a cold. And I have to keep buying Peter cough sweets. He loves cough sweets. He loves those lockets, the lockets with the honey in the middle. He absolutely loves them. So he messaged me, or he phoned me up this morning and he said to me, can you get me some more cough sweets? So I said, yes, Peter, of course I can. He said, I'm sat up in my room having my breakfast. It's all okay here. I said, okay, Peter. I said, you know, how many packets of lockets do you want? Yes, he said, the trees are moving a little bit. He said, I can see the sun. I said, yes, Peter, how many packets of lockets do you want? He went, okay, I'll speak to you later. And he hung up. Now, Peter doesn't put his flipping hearing aid in, guys. So it's a very one-sided conversation. and the only way I can actually contact him over the phone is actually send him messages, because he can't hear and he refuses to put his hearing aids in, so it's an absolute pain. But he has got a cold, so I'm pleased I didn't go and see him last weekend, because I'm still full of it, and that's the last thing I want to do, is give Peter another dose of cold. So we'll see how things progress. I'm hoping I'm going to be better come the weekend, guys. I think if I'm no better come the end of this weekend, I'm going to have to make an appointment and go and see my doctor, because I think it's gone to my chest. But anyway, so I have spoken to Peter, I've spoken to my son, or messaged my son, sorry. So that's looking good. And another message I got, and I was at work at the time, and it came from one of my nieces, and she has got a friend who I met, and I didn't realise that this lady I met knew my relation. So what happened was, I was shopping in Aldi, and this was last year, and a young lady came up to me and said, "You're April, aren't you?" And I said yes, and we had a little chat, and she told me her name was Becky. So that was lovely. She was walking around with her fiance, and I met them both, and that was it. That's the last time I ever saw them. Well, I had a message today from my relation, my niece, and she said she was going to a wedding reception tonight, and it was for Becky and Stu, because they've just got married today, and she was going to the evening reception. So she sent me a message, and she said to me, "Can you do a little video for me, and I'll send it to her when we go in the evening." I said, "Yeah, that's fine." So I've just done that. I did that before I started this video, guys. So I'd like to also say, while we're doing this, to Stu and to Becky, congratulations on getting married today, guys. I hope you have a fabulous time. And what I did say in the video to Becky is that if she'd like to do a personal meet and greet, that'd be fantastic. I said it'd be better than meeting her in Aldi again. And yeah, we can have a sit down and a chat. That'd be really, really nice. So that was lovely. So it's been quite a good day today. What else can I tell you? No other pigeons have been injured today. The garden is clear of pigeons. Hopefully Sooty has frightened them all off. That way they won't be pooing on my washing anymore. And that's it, guys. So yeah, you know what I'm doing now, don't you? I'm doing my washing. It's a good time to do my washing. I just had a lovely shower. I don't have a shave anymore in the evening. I only have a shave in the morning now, because the laser treatment is really, really good, and it's having a great effect, guys. I have still got facial hair, but it's only grey hairs, and you can't see the grey hairs. You can see the blacks, but you can't see the grey. The blacks have just about gone. When I go back to my next laser appointment, which is, I think it's the 26th of this month, so I've got a way to go yet. They're going to up the laser. Apparently there's lots of different settings on the laser, and they do what they do each time I go is they do like a little test patch. They do some tests, do little areas. They use a different setting on the laser, and they'll ask me how that feels, because apparently if they put it on its highest setting, it would be really, really painful. But what they do is they start on a weak setting, and as they progress and you get less and less facial hair, they change the settings so they can put a stronger setting on to get any of the remaining hairs, because there'll be fewer of them, so it won't be as painful apparently. And so when I go back on the 26th, apparently they're upping it, which will be good. That will get rid of maybe some more of those dark hairs, but most of the hairs now are light hairs, so you just can't see them. I can feel them, and you can hear them when I have a shave in the morning. You can hear the raspiness on the shaver, so you know they're there. But yes, you can't see. It's not like I've got a 5 o'clock shadow anymore. That's in history, guys. That's finished. Right, what shall I do next? I should do my breadboards next. I've still got to do my sandwiches. I haven't got that far yet. So if I do, I've got both sandwich boards out, so I'll get those in next. There we go. Oh, so yeah, it's been a good day. I don't know. There's something I'd like to tell you guys, but I don't think I can at the moment. Maybe later on. I'll see how things progress this month. But there is something I need to, or would like to tell you guys. But I can't at the moment. We'll see how things go. But so, I won't say any more because I might trip myself up. Right, here we go. Trying to think what else I can tell you guys. I haven't had many messages today. I'm still in contact with my Sutton Coldfield meet and greet, and we were chatting again today. A lot of it was to do with the pigeon gate incident, which is quite funny. And Donna up in Scotland got involved in that one as well. My friend Donna in Scotland, this is one of my Scottish angels. She's been having her, she's got cataracts, and she's been having her eyes sorted out up in Scotland, and she's had one of her eyes done, and she's waiting now, hopefully, to get the second one done. So fingers crossed for you, Donna. I hope it all goes well. She's going to see, I think she said she's going to see her surgeon again Friday, I think she said. So yeah, I hope it all goes well and you get another date fixed for the other eye to be done, and that'd be fantastic. I'm going to meet up with Donna and Karen in May because it's Karen's birthday, and we're going to meet them in the Lake District. So that is going to be really, really good. I'm looking forward to that. And I reckon you guys ought to stay tuned for that, because you know what my Scottish angels are like. Yeah. Yeah, it could be interesting. We might end up burning down the rental property if Donna's got anything to do with it. But we'll have to see how that one turns out. But I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully it'll be nice and sunny in May, or better than it is now anyway. The nights are lovely now. In the evening, I'm getting back from work like I did tonight, and it's light till about 7:30, so that's really nice. So that means I can start doing things outside. I haven't yet. I would have liked to have gone out the front today and started sorting out the front garden, because it's a real mess. I haven't done anything in the front garden at all since last year. It just needs, it's mainly car parking area. It's like a car hard standing area, and my bay window sticks out into it, and underneath the bay window is a shingle section which is full of, well, bulbs, but it's a mixture of bulbs and weeds, guys. So what I tend to do is I pull all the weeds out and leave the bulbs in, and there are some bluebells in there as well, so I have to be careful not to pull those out. But they've all sprung up. There are some stingers in there as well. There's a bit of everything in there, but it needs weeding and a bit of weed kill around the actual car standing area, just to clear it, to make it look anything, because it's a bit of a mess at the moment. And then I can have another hit in the back garden, and that's what I'm looking forward to doing this year, doing more in the garden, getting the garden around a bit more. It looks 10 times better than what it did when I first came here last year. The garden was just unbelievable. It was a tip, guys. It was full of rubbish. It took me ages to get it to what it is now, and it was very depressing, because the garden is just full of stones and bricks and tiles and nails, and it's just really bad, and it's such a shame. I think to do anything, if this property actually belonged to me, what I'd probably do is order in some new topsoil and go over the whole garden with a layer of topsoil to lose all that rubble and rubbish that's underneath, and put fresh topsoil down. But I'm not going to that expense, guys, and it would be a nightmare to do, because there's no access. There is access into my back garden, but it's down an alleyway, so you'd have to like get topsoil delivered out the front, and you'd have to wheelbarrow it through into the back garden. That'd be a killer, absolute killer. Don't think I could do that, not at my age. There. And as I said, it's not even my property, so, but if it was, I'd probably go along those lines. Right, what else can I tell you guys? I'm thinking hard now. So we're into May. Today is the 2nd, wasn't it? 2nd of May today. I drove into Bury this morning on the main road. I don't usually do that. I usually take a shortcut. Do what they call a rat run. You know what I mean by rat run, a shortcut. Cross country, it's slightly longer, but you're moving, and you still get to work quicker than you would if you went on the main road at the moment. The main road has got roadworks on it. And although the main part of the roadworks has now been finished, they've now started up a second set of improvements just slightly further on down the road. And so there's still traffic lights there, and it's causing real big hold-ups in the morning. So usually just getting to work in the nick of time. Every time I go, I just do it before I'm late. So yeah, that's a bit of a pain. And I think they're talking about shutting the main road on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday. 4 days, I believe they're having it. They're shutting it again. I don't know what they're doing, or if they're resurfacing it, or what they're going to do, but they're on about the road being closed again. So that's going to be a pain on Friday. So I'll have to go my rat run again, won't I? But the problem is everybody else does the same. They all pick the rat run, and the rat run becomes really congested as well. Oh dear, oh dear. Happy days, guys. When it's all finished, it'll be lovely. But then they'll dig the road up somewhere else, won't they? It's never ending. And that's something I've noticed now. Years ago, when you used to have roadworks, you'd have roadworks, traffic lights, and you could get past. But now they always seem to close the roads. I appreciate that you've got to think of the workers and their safety, but it's a real pain. All these road closures, and you often get these signs up and it will say road ahead closed, and you think, well, what road? It might not be the main road, it might be a side road off one way or the other, but it doesn't tell you. And you either have to commit yourself and keep driving until you find where the road's closed, or just turn off early and find another route. And I've done that a few times where I've actually pushed my luck, and I've actually managed to get through, because it isn't the main road that's been shut, it's been a little side road off the main road, and it's really annoying when they do that. Yeah. Nearly there, guys, nearly there. I've got, I think I've got my roast, I think it's roast pork, I'm not sure, I'll have to have a look. Or did I eat the roast pork? I can't remember now. I'll have a look in a second once I get this washed up. Haven't got a lot more to do, couple of bowls, dog's dishes, and there's a pot over there I've got to, I think I'll just boil the kettle and soak that, and clean that later. So yeah, it's been good. Right. That one. Right. Oh, I'll do these ones. And that one. Those there. Somebody said to me, was it last night? I think it was last night. They said, love your new necklace. Can you see my new necklace? See it on the black of my dress, just swinging about a little bit there, guys. Yeah, I've got a new necklace. Oh, I've just got a message from my my relation about the video, hopefully, but I'll read that in a minute once I've finished recording, guys. Yeah, I've got a new necklace. Some people said, is there something you want to tell us? You guys don't give up. I can't do anything without the Spanish Inquisition. Yeah, no, I don't want to tell you anything, guys, but I thought you might like me to point out the fact that people have spotted the necklace. I put a ring on my ring finger the other day, because I've got 2 rings and they only fit my ring fingers, because I've got big knuckles, guys, and it's a job to get my rings on any other fingers. I suppose I could get different size rings, but I haven't. I've got the same size rings. So I've had to put one on my left hand and one on my right hand, and I've got loads of messages from people about that, saying, is there something you want to be telling us? You don't miss a trick. Right, that's one. Time to go. I think I'm going to have to do some wiping up to make room for anything else, I think, here, guys. I've filled the drainer up again. My wheelie bin, I asked you guys to remind me to put my wheelie bin out, didn't I? I said, Tuesday night, give me a shout to let me know. And some of you did. Some of you did let me know, which is great, but I'd already put it out. So you were my safety net. If I had forgotten, you would have reminded me. Anyway, I put it out last night, and then I heard a dustbin lorry this morning. I was up the garden emptying my bins in the house. I'd take and put them in the wheelie bins, and I heard a dustbin lorry in the road. And I thought, oh, the dustbin lorry's coming, that's good. I'm pleased I put my wheelie bin out. So when I went to work this morning, the wheelie bin is beside my car. And I went out there and I thought, that hasn't moved. So I opened the lid and it's still full. So I checked my neighbour's bin and that's still full. So something must have happened to the dustbin lorry, because they didn't empty our bins. And they're all still out. All the neighbours have left their bins out. So I'm hoping they're going to come tomorrow, because my bin is absolutely overflowing, guys. I think if they don't come this time, what I'll have to do is take some of the recycled rubbish out and put it in my grey bin for next week, because my bins are absolutely overflowing. It's my own fault because I usually wait till my bins are full before I put them out. And because I forgot to put them out the last time, they are brimming, and I should have put them out obviously on a weekly basis, but it's just not worth it with me because I just don't produce that amount of rubbish. But yes, that's caught me this time because I've just got nowhere to put my rubbish at the moment. Right, that's it. Now I've just got the dog's dishes to do, and we should just about be there. In there. Snoop's been very good. Oh, he's gone. I hadn't even noticed he'd gone. He was in that doorway watching me. I'll have to look back on the video to see how long he stuck it. Well, I put this nice dress on tonight. This is one of my favourites. This is one I got off Temu, and I really love it. It really sort of shows your contours, your curves, and I really love that. I didn't put a cardigan on because I'm still actually quite warm, but I did flick the heating on and the water on because I was having a shower and I knew I needed hot water to do the washing, guys. So the heating has been on, but it's off now. I'm trying to put my stuff. I've got nowhere to put everything. I'm going to have to wipe some of this up because it's all going to fall off, I think. That's precariously balanced there, so I'm going to have to wipe some of this, I think, just so it doesn't fall on the floor. Right, and this should be the last one. Right, there we go. I'll put that there. Give that as best a shake as I can. Balance it. I'll tip that away. There you go, all done. And then we can do my sandwiches, but I need one of the breadboards for that, so I'm going to have to clear some of this drainer so I can get to one of my breadboards, guys. I have got rolls though. I've got enough rolls for tomorrow and Friday, so that should see me to the end of the week, guys. Right, where's my towel? Right, here you go, guys. Now I can show you my dress now, look. It's got, oh, there you go. So it's got black straps, it's got the lines sort of show your silhouette. I really love that, the way it shows your silhouette. And it's a lovely fit, it's nice. It's not tight, it's a real stretchy, it's a real stretchy dress, so it's not tight, but it hugs your curves and makes it look really nice. So I thought you'd like that. Right, if I put the camera over here, there we go. I will refill the kettle again anyway, because I want to put some hot water in the bowl to soak. So just fill this up, guys. And right, that's going on. That might get a little bit noisy, guys, but I've got to boil my water somehow. Right, and then I can have my apple pies after this, can't I? Yes, it's coming on now. Right, if I do the dog bowls first, if I twist it a little bit, you'll see there's my washing on the side. Look. If I clear the things on top, and then I can get to one of my breadboards. Right, that's one. Oh, lovely. I love it when I get over halfway through the week, guys. It's really nice. Yeah. Going in the right direction. That'd be quite nice to help my son do his girlfriend's car on Saturday. The last time I saw my son, he came up and gave me a lift with something. I can't remember what it was now. It might have been the main wardrobe. Remember that huge double wardrobe I got? I think it might have been that. I did phone him up and ask him if he could help me move the sofas the other week, but he couldn't. He was out, or he's busy doing something, so he couldn't come for that. But he did phone me back the next day and said, I can come today if you like. And I said, no, don't worry. I said, I sorted that out yesterday. So that was nice of him. He hadn't forgotten, but he was busy. It was short notice anyway, because I didn't realise how heavy this sofa was going to be. But I managed, because I cut the sofa up in the end. I chopped it into small sections and managed to just carry those easily. Right, that's that bit done. Put the dog's dishes away, guys. I can put that in this cupboard here. There you go. Done, done, done. Right. If I keep one of these out for my apple pies, put that on the side, guys. Smooth and Sooty have just moved. Can you hear them? There they are, look. They know I'm getting towards that stage now. They heard the bowl, I think, on the side. Hello, Snoop. Snoop's pretty quick. Right. Go there. Collect two again. Good boy. It's getting to that stage now where I can start leaving the door open, which is what I love. In the summer, when I'm here with the boys, the door's open all the time. The boys just come in and out as they please, and that's so nice. I've always done that. Wherever I've lived, it's been a kind of open door policy. In the summer, it's just like you can just come in and go out. It's really nice. And a lot of our friends back then would just turn up. They'd just walk in. And that was lovely. I liked that. My children weren't so keen on that. Mainly my daughter didn't like that. She used to come downstairs and find one of our friends had just wandered in. But it was always the way we'd operated. And it was really nice. I loved that part of it. That's all, that side of it, the people coming around, that finished, guys, when my relationship with my ex did. Because all those friends disappeared. Hey ho. But I've got a whole line of new friends now, including all my YouTubers. And obviously I do meet you guys. I've got my meet and greets. And I've got people fairly close, who live fairly close, like Rachel in Stowmarket, she's not far away, and I've got Becky, who's just got married today. She's a local lady, and there's another lady I met at the garden centre, that was last year as well, Sue from Lavenham, and I bumped into her probably about 4 weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago now, in Lavenham. So yeah, it's really nice bumping into people like that. And I don't know why, I just think, I don't know how, if I met somebody, if I saw somebody on YouTube and then I actually met them in person, you know, to recognise them is what I mean. I don't know whether I'd be that good at recognising somebody like that, but it gets me when people just come up to me and say, "It's April, isn't it?" And you think, "Ah." What do you say? Yes, it is. Yeah. I just don't feel like I'm that recognisable, but I obviously am. And that's lovely. I really like that side of it. So if there are people who are recognise me and coming up and see me, I wonder how many people have seen me but haven't come up to see, haven't said anything because they're not 100% sure. Because that's what I'd do. I wouldn't be sure, and I wouldn't want to embarrass myself by asking somebody that. But yeah, so I couldn't be the only one. Right, here we go. Put these away, guys, and then I can start on my sandwiches. Right, I need one of these breadboards. I'll go for the smaller one of the two because it's an easy one to wash up. This big one is nice, and it's nice and straight and flat, whereas the other one's got a bit of a curve to it. The other one I've used more than I do this one. This is my emergency board. Right, that's in there. And this is the one I usually use. It's a lot thicker, but it's got a bit of a curve to it, as you can see. Right, there we go. I have had a blackcurrant drink when I got back from work to try and sort my cough out. Don't think it's worked, but I have had my cough medicine, or my Lemsip, should I say. One and one more. Oh, two more as well. And one to go, guys. Yeah, that's all the cups done. Right, we're there. Right, that's my rolls. I'll leave the cutlery in there. I need a knife to do the buttering. So I've got that. Let's see what these rolls are like. Okay. Yeah, right. No, I can't use the rolls. The rolls have got some mould on them, guys. They've got to go. That's a shame. Right, back to the end beginning. Right, bread then. Here we go. Here comes Snoop. He's having a stretch. He's in the doorway. Look, there he is. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Hiya, Snoopers. That goes there. Right, I have that one. And what have I got? Right, I've got ham, guys. And this comes from Aldi. There you go. So I think there's 6 slices there, so that's for today and tomorrow, so that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. I've still got to give Sooty's medication, and what I do with Sooty's medication is I usually wrap it in a bit of meat. I've got a couple of tablets I have to give him, and if I give him the tablets he won't eat them, he just spit them out on the floor. But if I wrap them in a little bit of meat and give him the meat, he just swallows it straight away. Doesn't question it, he just swallows it. So that's what I'm going to have to do. So I've got another pack of meat which I've been saving for the dogs, and I give them both a little bit, and give Sooty's medication that way, and it works really well. Right, I'm going to cut these slices in half. It makes it easy to put them in the sandwiches. If I turn the camera that way a bit, tip it down just a little bit. There you go. So I cut all my slices in half lengthways. Right, and I'll butter my bread now, and then I'll put the meat on, and the boys will have a little bit right at the end. Right, I've got to tuck my hair back because my hair's getting in the way, guys. So I didn't bring a hairband with me, so if I just tuck it behind my ears. The other thing I find is it gets caught in my earrings. I have to constantly be careful not to get it caught in my earrings. There you go. So I'll do it like that. Hopefully that will stay there while I'm doing my sandwiches. Sneaking around already, look. I can see you. Snoop's getting closer and closer. You hear his claws on the floor. I know. Now I caught Snoop the other day. I made some food. I left the food in here and went and opened the front room door, took my cup of tea in. And when I came back, Snoop was stood up trying to get my food off the worktop. So you have to keep your eye on him. He's an opportunist. He knows it's wrong, but if he can get away with it, he'll try. Well, they said to me at work today, they said we've carried one of your jobs forward from today forward to tomorrow. It's your first job tomorrow. I said, oh, okay, what is it? They said, it's a Zoe. I said, a Renault? They said, yes. I said, what have I got to do to that? They said, it's a second service on a Zoe. I went, oh, right, okay, okay. So that's nice to know. I've got a Renault to work on tomorrow, guys. Oh joy. I don't tend to look when they've got a load of work in. I don't tend to look before I go home to see what they've actually booked for me, because I find it's better not to. You're better off just turning up to work and finding out on the day. Otherwise you sit there thinking in the evening, oh great, I've got to go to work and I've got to work on a Zoe when I get to work tomorrow. Sometimes it's better just to go to work and then find out. Not that I worry about it, it's just that it's in your mind all the time. Right, so what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to stop videoing now because this has gone on for over half an hour. I'm going to stop videoing this so I've got to go in the front room to get Sooty's tablets. So if I go and get his tablets, come back, I'll give them both a little bit of meat with a tablet wrapped in it, and that will get the medication done for Sooty. And I shall then make my apple pies and go and sit in the front room. And I will do putting the boys to bed later on for you. But this one I'm rattling on too long for you guys. It's not particularly interesting, making sandwiches. So I'm going to sign out now, and I shall do you a video later on when I put the boys to bed. Okay? Snoop's getting so close. Right, I shall speak to you guys later. Okay, bye-bye.